Right, good morning, welcome back. Today's a very exciting day because as you can see behind me, the body's back. So the plan for today is we're gonna take that and put it on here so that it's out of the way, and because I want to see it and I'm really excited to work on the body. Let me just quickly show you. Obviously the paint's not cut nor polished yet because I might scratch it when I put it together, but it's going to be perfect mirror finish, which is pretty cool. The hood is back as well, looking good. I just quickly ran to the hardware store, bought some nuts and bolts because there is a nut and bolt restoration after all. Let me just quickly show you what I've been doing off camera. Sandblasted the dash, repainted it, started repainting the plastic bezels and stuff. Obviously the inside's not going to be silver. I just did it for the outer edge and a little black here, just to show you inside. Peep the details. Gold, of course, gold washers. Yeah, this, I put this back together as well. We can take this one out. This is fixed up, painted as well, working well. So the only thing left to do for the dash is to take apart these two gauge clusters, take all the best parts out of it, make one good one, and then we'll finish the dash. But probably going to do that only tomorrow because I really want to work on the shell for today. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so I have the nose assembled, well, it's almost completely. Some of the stuff is still loose because I need to shift it around, and that's why I had the hood on it, to get everything to line up, because when you close the hood it needs to line up with this line and line up with this line. And let me tell you, getting all of this shit to fit and line up is not easy, okay? A lot of stuff was dented at the front and the panel beater straightened it out, and the fact that we moved over the entire front end from our other car, etc, etc, really difficult to get the stuff to line up and to fasten. Now you might be wondering, I'm mentioning the hood but you don't see the hood on it. That's because everything was going great until I stripped one of the fucking holes. Of course I had to. They were already damaged because this is a very poor design by Chrysler, and I thought I could get away with it, but it just stripped it. So I'm gonna have to drill the holes out and thread them for a bigger bolt, probably M10 and not metric. It was 5/16 or something. But anyways, just to explain, or well, to show you what I'm talking about. So Chrysler has a very poor design for the hood adjustability. They have this this adjustable bar on the inside of the hood. Now it can move around, and the problem is often the metal around it will rip as you can see here, and there you can see it's supposed to adjust. Now when you damage this, it's impossible to fix without cutting this shit up. But yeah, I'm just gonna drill holes, re-thread them, and then try again with the hood. That is unfortunate. I wanted it to fit, but yeah, nothing we can do about that now. So I'll get to that tomorrow. Done with the nose for now. Not sure if I want to put the doors back on yet, but yeah, I have to go home now because it's hot, it's traffic, and I'm tired. So yeah. Okay, so I figured this might not be common knowledge and might be worth mentioning. When you are gonna re-tap a hole, obviously you need to drill out the hole to the correct size. Now, how do you get that correct size? Well, firstly, make sure your tap obviously is the same diameter and thread wise as the bolt you're gonna use. But this is an M10 by 1.5. So don't go drilling out your hole at M10, because if you drill it out at M10, you're not going to be able to tap anything, because the M10 is taken from the outer diameter of a thread, so basically high point to high point. Now you need to drill it out at the low point diameter. Okay, so how do you get that? Well, if you're paranoid like me, you can use a set of calipers, measure between the low points, and that gave me about 8.5. So I drilled my hole 8.5. Or you can do simple math. M10 minus 1.5 millimeter thread depth is 8.5. Okay, so 8.5, drill your hole out, and then you can tap. But when you tap, use something like cutting grease, or in my case copper anti-seize compound works just as well. So you use a liberal amount of it, put it in, turn it, but don't just keep turning it, because you'll encounter resistance and maybe break it off. Turn it and then turn it back. Then turn it a little bit more, and then turn it back again, and just like work your way back and forth until you're all the way through. Take it out, wipe it off with a rug, put on some new anti-seize just to get the metal shavings out, and go through it again, and then you should be good. So yeah, that's how you tap a hole properly. Just be careful not to drill the wrong size hole, because then you're screwed. So yeah, that's how you get the proper diameter of what hole you need to drill. Okay, so I finished putting some of the body panels on. The only ones that still need to go on is the doors, but decided against putting them on because I still need to put the windows back in. And also when I get to the interior, it's going to be a pain with the doors in the way. But I finally got the hood on after much struggles and having to re-tap some holes. But it's on there, everything aligns nicely, the fenders is on, the header panels on, the valence is on. Again, keeping the silver and gold theme going throughout with some, Allen bits. In terms of a hood, the alignment is pretty good. There we go. The alignment is pretty good. All the gaps are nice and consistent throughout the other side as well. Pretty good gaps, the best I could get it. As you can see here in the front, I have like this foam lining going in here to seal off this gap a little bit. Unfortunately, the foam is somewhat gray. Now it looks brighter on camera than it does in person. I'm gonna look for some black foam strip to maybe replace that, but I think that's a good way of sealing off the front. So pretty happy with how all of this turned out. I got the trunk on as well. Its gaps is also pretty good. The alignment is the best I could get it. Yeah, the tolerances on these old cars, they didn't really like bother making things precise. Yeah, this is a trick, by the way. If you don't have a key in, screwdriver works just as well. Again, keeping the gold theme going, it looks really good. The gold makes a nice contrast against the black. But anyways, that's about it for this video. Next one, we'll finish the dash, the steering column, and some of the interior. So yeah, thanks for watching, stay tuned.